Hey Darryl, so great to have you back. I'm really excited to work with you again. It's really cool that we got a chance to loop back to each other, which is great. Like I said in the email, you're pretty far behind, but that's okay. We're gonna get you caught up, and here's how we're gonna do it. You'll see that some of these documents have like dates and names and stuff. Some of that might not be right. I'm kind of amending things a little bit for you, but just so we're clear, I want all four of these documents by Monday, October 7th. It's kind of a lot of work, but it's definitely doable and it'd make me feel a heck of a lot better getting you caught up in the program. So cool. This is your Darryl Johnson folder. I linked to it in the email. You should be able to find it. First thing I'm going to do is open up beginnings/right to learn worksheet. This is the video for me that I'm recording right now. I'm going to upload that here in a second. You're going to watch this, look at this resource, the start of a lesson. You're going to watch this video, Write to Learn video. You're going to look at this origins of writing to learn, and you're going to look at writing to learn versus learning to write. So as you can tell, we're going to use writing in this lesson. CDE says that all teachers are literacy teachers. You, Darryl, are a literacy teacher, so you're going to teach your kids how to write. You're going to do a little writing activity today. You're not really going to teach them to write, but you're going to have them do a writing activity to stimulate their thinking. So this is the first part of lesson. This is all about beginnings of lessons. There's questions to go through and think about these different resources. So we really want you to think deeply about what are you doing at the beginning of class and how are you going to use the right to learn to engage your students' thinking and to get them practicing literacy skills in your class. So that's activity one. That's the beginning of lesson. Then you're going to go to number two, middle of lesson. I'm actually going to delete this video because I'm going to give you just that one video in the first one. And then there's a middle of lessons resource where it links to a whole bunch of stuff. But the big thing you're doing here is you're planning pre-reading strategies, during reading strategies, and a student talk strategy. So you need to make sure your students have something to read. Again, CDE says we're all literacy teachers, so you need to have the students read something in this class. It doesn't need to be long. It could be a small article. It could even be like a Wikipedia entry. But as you can see by some of the strategies, once you get deeper into the resources, you could do things like scan for the text features, like the headlines, citations, and pictures and stuff like that to get a better view. You can skim it. There's like various ways to do it, but you need to answer these questions and you need to figure out what pre-reading, during reading strategy, and a student's talk strategy you're going to work into this lesson. So the beginnings you learned about right to learn, that's going to be at the beginning of your lesson. Now these things, these reading and talk strategies, are going to be in the middle of your lesson. And then we're going to look at the end of the lesson. Similarly, it probably says there's a video here from me. I'm going to get rid of that guy. But there's an end of lesson resource where you can find out about all types of these things that we're looking for. But mainly in this one, we want you to have some sort of mastery check, and we want you to see what kids are learning and what their gaps in understanding are and stuff like that. So that's sort of the big aim here. So when you're done with this, right, you should have looked at the right to learn in the beginning stuff. You should have looked at the pre-reading strategy in the middle, the during reading strategy in the middle, student talk strategy in the middle, and a mastery check at the end of the lesson. So these are the 5 things that we want to see in your lesson plan. You're going to plan a lesson you're going to teach the following week between October 7th and October 11th. You're going to make sure it has all of these components as well as what you need to teach. And the way you're going to do that is using a lesson plan. We gave you a lesson plan. Please use this one. We want you to list the standards, the essential questions, the learning objective, the language demands, then get into this introduction. The right to learn needs to be here. You need to give the right to learn to your students. That's what we covered in the first worksheet. In the body, do what you need to do, but you need to have a pre-reading strategy, a during reading strategy, and a student talk strategy layered onto whatever you're doing. And at the end, you need to have a mastery check. Could be an exit ticket, could be something else, but a way that you're seeing what students learned and what they don't know. And then you're going to do some work with that later when you post your video. Then you'll answer these questions. What's your assessment like in this lesson? What type of differentiation? What resources are you using? Why did you select the resource? The right to learn, pre-reading strategy, during reading strategy, student talk, mastery check. Those can all be things, and those are all things that we equipped you to do in this lesson. So you're going to fill out this lesson. All of this is due by October 7th to me. Make sure you share it with me by then. And then your next step is sometime during the 7th and the 11th, you're going to teach the lesson and upload it to GoReact. I invited you to GoReact earlier today. You can post it in any of the beginning, middle, or end. You're just going to do one lesson. We had everybody do 3 lessons, but we're condensing all of that into one for you. So for example, you could post your video in here, and then there's ways to put feedback in there. I'll watch it and give you feedback, but I would like you to watch your video as well and put in some feedback. As you can see by some of the videos by some of our other folks, sorry, let me just pause a second. So like Kelly posted her video and she put in comments to direct my thinking. I was able to go in and respond to her comments and put in some other comments as well. So this is what I expect by Friday, October 11th. So again, by the 7th, by Monday, all of this needs to be completed. And between the 7th and the 11th, you need to teach that lesson, record it, upload it to GoReact, put comments in, so I can see your teaching and have a conversation with you. Let me know if you have any questions about this. Really excited to get you up and running. I know this may seem like a lot, but man, we got to get you up. We got to get you in the program and moving. So please complete these 4 worksheets by Monday, and please have that video uploaded to GoReact by Friday. But be in touch. I'm here to help. If you run into any problems, let me know. But I'm firm on those deadlines. I need the worksheets by Monday, and I need the video by Thursday. Thanks so much, my man. Or video by Friday. Thanks so much. Have a good